Alright, how's it going, everyone? This is Jose Trujillo. I hope some of you can join me today to this Facebook Live oil painting session, okay? So, here we go. Let's get one of my awesome canvases. Let's get it ready for rumble. How's it going, Marcia? Good to see you. Today is art, what is it called? Live art session, okay? Live artwork session. I will show you some of the fun stuff that I do. Also, for those of you who haven't checked out my other videos, please do check them out. They're super awesome. They're full of cool stuff. And let's do it. Hi Shanaz, good to see you. Yeah, today we're going to do something cool. Once again, it's going to be very exciting, a lot of movement, just how I like it. And, you know, one of the cool things about painting in a loose brushwork, I'm not trying to tell you guys this because everybody paints different, okay? So in no means do I try to influence you in painting like me or painting, you know. You will find your voice, you will find your thing, but as you're going in your journey, you want to apply things that you're learning. And what works, keep doing it. What doesn't, remove it. And, you know. Hi Nancy, it is Wednesday artwork session. I got my Starbucks to prove it. Well, wait a minute, I got Starbucks every day. If it's not Starbucks, it's got to be some sort of coffee, whatever. But, okay, so what I'm going to do today is going to be one of those very awesome, simple, but with my flair. Oil paintings that are with the palm trees and the sea and, you know, one of those very direct, I guess I would call them. And I think I like to call them direct because they're not like the typical impressionist stuff that has all sorts of things, you know. The impressionists used to create very, well, a lot of the times, villages, right, and towns with a lot of movement and whatnot. Plein air painters like doing that. Hi, Didi. Oh, sorry. So Shanaz asked, would it be okay if try to do one of your paintings and learning? Of course it would be okay. Of course. I don't mind this at all. I don't mind you guys painting along and whatnot. This is why I do these sessions. It's just part of it, you know, it's part of it. I don't like it when artists are like, oh my god, that looks like mine. Every painting looks like someone's. Come on. So yes, paint along and have fun with it, okay? If you guys find some, oh look. It's a graphite. This is a graphite, and it's very cool to use because it's not charcoal. Some people complain about charcoal. It tends to make the paint muddy and whatnot. Okay, so here we go. Let's do some palm trees. And my palm trees are not everyone's palm trees. My palm trees are they have je ne sais quoi. Okay? I'm just telling you. My palm trees have je ne sais quoi. What you want to do what you want to do. Some people are like, why are you telling people how to paint? You shouldn't be telling people how to paint. They should do it on their own. I don't know. I wish someone would tell me, look, do this. If it works, stick with it. If it doesn't, move on. But here's one of the things that I like doing. Okay, this is a mark of a pro, you guys. Someone called me arrogant the other day. Maybe I am a little bit. You don't want to lift. Just a reminder: you get called an arrogant person when you know what you're doing. Okay, some people don't like that. You don't want to lift the graphite, the paintbrush too often. Because there's a connection happening. This is why Picasso practiced single line drawings and trust me on this one. It's very helpful if you know this. Look what I'm doing. I'm not going like this. and then like that, and no, I'm not lifting it. I hope I get my point across here. I don't lift it because you're creating it's a very tight bond with the artwork. It's a connection you're doing, and the art kind of does its own thing. It doesn't really need you that much, you know, if you let it be. See? Very simple stuff. Awesome. You guys, if you guys find some value here, please like my page. If you haven't liked my page, my fan page, Facebook, and share the post, share the video. Don't be greedy with it. Share it. Let others enjoy it as well. This is one of the things that I used to do when I was younger. We used to hang out with other artists. Someone taught us something or showed us a little something, a little trick we didn't know, and then we kind of wanted to keep it a secret. We're like, no, it doesn't work like that. It'll do you good because you'll be reminded of it, and it will do other people good as well. It's a win-win. So it's pretty much like that. Look at it. Sometimes you guys see me paint like this. I go back and forth, as I mentioned before. There is no right or wrong way. There's just doing. But some things work better than others. For some, you know, you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out what little things. You know, it's a bunch of little things. That's why I don't go into it, because if I would, people get confused, and all of a sudden, the very first thing you do when you're confused, you want to drop it, and you don't want to do it anymore. So I don't talk about it that much, you know. There's also all sorts of little things, like don't lift the brush from the canvas. But if you start doing them right away, you get confused and you get overwhelmed, and then you're like, oh, screw this, I don't want to do this. This is too hard. It's too confusing. It really isn't. It's just going to take practice, but the reason I mention them is so that you can start, you know, a little bit kind of thinking about them, but not focus on it, okay? Not focus on it. You don't want to focus on it so much where you lose track of what you're supposed to be doing. Really what you're supposed to be doing is just painting and having fun. The rest of it is just, it's just stuff that you're going to learn along the way. Oh, okay, Burrito. This color right here is... you're talking about the red yellow one. This is cadmium red with cadmium yellow. I love cadmiums, and a little tint of green with a little tint of black. Okay. One of the reasons, guys, also that I don't show the color palette, and a lot of people kind of, you know, on YouTube they tend to get a little bit upset. They think I'm hiding something. I'm not. It distracts from the painting. I know a lot of artists on YouTube show the color palette and they show kind of what they're doing with the color palette and the brush. The reason I believe that they do that is because most of them paint they don't really paint loose. It's very direct. It's very, not direct, it's very, it's traditional, and they're mixing a couple of things here and there. But what I would like for you guys to try is to not don't worry about the color, because that will drive you bananas. It's the very first thing that stops artists when we start thinking about color and values and whatnot. What I learned is that it doesn't paint it pink if you want to. And I'm not saying this to sound like, oh, you know, it doesn't really matter. In the beginning, it really doesn't. Because what you're trying to nail is the flow and the values. So it doesn't matter if you paint it pink. I'm gonna do another painting demo with you guys with only 3 colors. Okay, only 3 colors. That way you guys can have an idea of what I'm talking about. I believe it's a much more simpler, much more direct way of painting, and it's very. I believe the Impressionists went that route, even though some people don't agree with me, but it's okay. Because there were also rules, you know, for them during the whole movement of the realist painters and the, you know, if you see the paintings of the first paintings of the Impressionists, even Cézanne, it's so crazy to see such a level of yeah, because they were somewhat classically trained, and I say somewhat because most of them kind of dropped out. But yeah, look, you want to push paint. Now again, you're gonna find your thing, right? You're gonna find what works for you. But I encourage you to push paint. Don't be so careful with it. Now, if stuff bleeds, bleeding means that it touches, right? You kind of overlap, right? Renoir, I believe, had a saying for that. They're making love, sort of. But he didn't say it like that. He used other words, but. And you know, I learned this in a movie by Renoir. He's like, you need them to touch each other, and I think he had a great point there. Now, if you want your moon to be bright, you gotta make the surrounding areas darker. Okay, a lot of people try to make the sun or the moon bright, and their sky is bright, and I'm not into creating problems. A lot of artists like to look for problems that type of problems, because there are ways to make it, you know, because you're using even though you're using bright, you're still using cool colors. There are ways to do it. I'm not interested in that because that slows me down. So what I do is that I make what some people call the straight line approach. What is the most direct way of doing this? Because I'm not interested in making one painting. Okay, I'm not interested in making just one great painting. I want to be able to paint and paint more than just, you know, a couple of paintings in my lifetime, and be able to grow as an artist. So I'm interested in speed and directness. How direct is that? So see, the only way to make something light is to make the surrounding area dark. I mean, it's not the only way, but it's the most direct one. It's the straight line. So, you guys catching up with this? Thank you so much, Didi. I try to be free. I want to be free, like Queen says. I want to be free, you guys. It baffles me how today in society we still have such restrictions in artwork. You know, what I'm doing right here, it's not really that abstract. What I'm doing right here is it's a bit expressionist or whatever, but it's not that abstract in comparison to what people were doing, you know, 70 years ago or more. So it also, if you have a chance to see artists that, and I mean big artists like, you know, Monet and whatnot, if you guys have a chance to see any of the recordings and how they painted, William de Kooning or any of those giants that were doing expressionist work, you know, abstract realism. Check it out. It really has to do a lot in the brushwork. It really has to. It's the level of confidence, of course, that they have developed over the years, but you will see a lot in the brushwork. You will learn a lot seeing that. Keep a freedom. Keep a level of freedom. Don't be so concerned with I did it wrong. If I do this like that, you know, let's say that you did something and it doesn't look good, please don't hesitate. Please don't get something like this and go. Okay? It's the best way. The straight line, guys. It's the best way. I'm not trying to convert anyone into painting like me. I'm saying, even if you do what you do, you know, of course, everybody, even if you're trying to do what I'm doing, your own thing is going to come out, your own style. I'm just saying, try to look for ways to not complicate your life. Life is already too complicated. Okay? This is one of the things, if you see the painting, the movie by, and today's movies are so cool because they have, you know, people, historians and whatnot, working with directors. So you'll get a lot of cool juice from the movies. The movie of, what's his name? From England, the painter from England, J.M.W. Turner, Mr. Turner. If you see him, you see how aggressive he was. And everybody's like, oh my God, his work is so awesome, blah, blah, blah. It's so delicate. His work is very aggressive. And you see him painting, I'm sure that they got some historian to kind of walk the actor through and to see how he was. So it's very simple, okay? This is something that it's not that complicated. It's very simple. Very simple. The simplicity, as I've mentioned in other videos, simplicity is my religion. Okay? Now if you want to, you know, go a little, you know, there's some wind. Again, if that happens, that I went too far, do not hesitate. Bring it back. This is the beauty of loose brushwork. You're really playing. It's child's play. Someone not long ago told me that I painted like a child. They were not trying to be. They were trying to be not nice. And I said, duh, that's how I want to paint, like a child. Who wants to paint so serious? I don't want to be so serious. I want to paint like a child. I wish I could paint like a child. Picasso wished. He said if I only could paint like a child, if I could remove my well, he didn't say that directly, but he said if I could remove my head, my mind, right? Because children are not thinking about, oh my God, I messed up here. Unless they're getting older and they're getting, you know, stuff from their parents or school or whatever. But children don't think like that. Children will show you a doodle, just like me. And will say, oh my God, look at this. This is, and compare it to that of Rembrandt or Michelangelo or anyone. This is me, you guys. That's how I feel about my work. There is no bad Trujillo, okay? There is no bad Trujillo. All Trujillos are freaking amazing. I do not let myself have a bad painting. There will never be a bad painting for me. There has never been a bad painting from me. I think that's why someone said I was arrogant. But it's just the way it is, you know. It's the way it is. You see how that moon started lighting up a little bit more? Oh, ready to cork the wine. Oh, I love that. I love that, Nancy. So this is something very simple. Let's not leave it like that. Let's paint a little sailboat, okay? And it's because it's getting dark. Let's make it, you know. Let's not leave it like that. Let's make it a little bit dark. Now this, I'm doing it with cadmium and cadmium red and phthalo blue. Okay? Play with it, you guys. There is no wrong or right way. No wrong, no right way. Okay? You will find your voice. You will find your je ne sais quoi. That is really, if you do it enough, if you do it a little, you're going to try to paint like me. Okay? And then at some point you might get frustrated. But if you do it enough, you will find your own voice. And that is always a good thing. Check it out. Let's give it some light. And then there was light. Let's give the palm trees some light also. I'm going to do it with a bit of Viridian hue and phthalo blue and white. Let's give it some light. Now I'm not talking about light in the sense of the values I'm talking about more of an expressionist approach. Okay? The corners, the edges. This is what's cool about painting like this. I don't have rules of like the plein air painters or like the traditional painters. I don't play with those rules. I play with all rules. Check it out. Bam! How's it going, Shanaz? Is it coming along? It better be. It better come along. It's so awesome. It's fun. It's fun. You know, there's nothing to it. There is absolutely nothing to it. It's really, my approach is like it's like if my paintbrush was a crayon. And some people have suggested if I paint or to paint with those oil pastels or oil sticks and whatnot. I tried them. I didn't like them. I still enjoy the brush better. There's some sort of magic, some fluidity. The stick is too direct, and you have to rub it and rub it and rub it. And the brush is like, you know, whatever you do, it's perfect. Maybe because I'm so used to it. I don't know. Let's make. The higher you go, the darker it is. Okay, because light is not there yet. Okay, the higher you go, the darker it is. Especially when it comes to creating landscapes. This is not always true, of course. Bam! Check it out. Now, because you want to keep it, you want to be able to practice your thing, right? Whatever it is that you do. Make sure you don't just do it once, and if it didn't work, you're like, well, bye, you know. Oh, keep practicing it. You never know when it's going to click for you. You never know. Use the back of the brush. Create some je ne sais quoi. I don't know. It's just, you know, what if something was happening here that we're not aware of? There's something right there. You know, something's happening. All right, you guys. This has been an awesome artwork session. I'm going to put my signature right here. Trujillo is the name of the world's greatest living artist. Bam! One more time. Yes, it's true, Shanaz. Shanaz says it takes me a week to finish something like this. You do it so fast, yet you capture the mood of the painting. This is just practice, guys. Do not be threatened by my awesomeness. It's just practice. When I first started painting, just like everything else, right? When I first started painting, it used to take me a while to get it, and over the years, it's just, you know, you learn things and little things that just help you, help the process. So I just wanted to show you that, guys, today. I hope you guys really enjoy this. There's a lot of light. Let me try to remove some glare. Bam! There we go. Look at that light. Look at it. And it's so crooked and nice. Okay? Do not concentrate on, is it a perfect circle? No, it's just a moon. It's just a moon. Guys, have fun with it. If you guys found some value here, check out the colors. Thank you, Didi. If you guys found some value here, please share the post. Share with other awesome people. People you like, people you don't like. Be like, hey, check this out. Alright, guys, take care. And don't forget, tomorrow we're going to be doing another session at noon, okay? So please be ready. Have some notes ready. If this is your your cup of tea, you're going to enjoy it. Take care, and I will show you guys some other cool stuff next Wednesday. And again tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be super awesome. I promise. Alright, guys, take care. Bye-bye.